that beeping coming from? I have a project. I'm going to be making sticky buns. So making the sticky buns happens in two parts. If you've ever made bread, bread needs a while to, what's it called? Prove. Yeast. Magic. I'm gonna start from the beginning. Firstly, I need my big mixer. So heavy. If I could give birth to an appliance, it would be this one, trading in. Then we take our ring off and we go wash our hands. You don't see this part because I have too many dishes in my sink. In a stand mixer fitted with the dough hook. One of these is the dough hook. I'm gonna have to Google this one. So first of all, we have to put all the dry stuff in here. All-purpose flour, bread flour, yeast, sugar, salt, water, and 5 of the eggs. Let's do it. Half, 2 1/4. All-purpose flour, the same amount. Half and 1/4. And next we do the yeast, and we need how much yeast? We need 1 1/2 packages of extra dry yeast. I put the yeast in the fridge because it's safe for the yeast, because yeast likes to do things. That's the yeast song. You're welcome. So sugar. Okay, I'm back. And now I've had most of a beer, so this video is just going to get a lot more sophisticated. I added the rest of the sugar. I'm going to add the salt now. I have to add a tablespoon. Yeah, that's cool. I guessed it. I guessed it and put it in this glass before I started shooting again, and it's exactly right. They're so cute. Timid about smashing eggs. It's not going so well. 3 eggs. Dough, eggy egg, mother's dough. 5 eggs. And I have to beat on a low speed for 3 to 4 minutes. Now low. On. Woo! Low speed. As you can see, it's hard work. The dough should seem very stiff and very dry at the end of this. It's like it's poking out a little bit, so I'm just gonna get in there safely. Add the butter 1 piece at a time. I have to chop it up into little pieces because that's how you add butter when you're baking. It's terrifying. Oh, I hate it so much. Here you go. It's like I'm feeding a little monster guy. This sounds horrible. Here you go. Do the butter party. It's butter party. This is the point in which I googled butter party and I find out that butter party is probably some really disgusting website. When the butter is completely incorporated, it will look shaggy and questionable at the start, and eventually it will turn smooth and silky. You should hear the dough make a slap, slap, slap sound as it hits the sides of the bowl. Take the dough when it's all that like smooth and silky consistency, and then you put it in a bowl and cover it with plastic wrap. The hurricane is happening in my kitchen. And it should look like this, kind of gross. Like butter and flour had a really pretty baby. I'm going to prepare the goo, which is a nice or not so nice way of saying caramel. Melt some butter over medium heat. Whisk in the brown sugar. I don't have the brown sugar ready. Oh, it's in a bag. Oh, there's so many steps. Some sugar, I don't know how much. Some sugar. I am really nervous about messing this up. Ooh, it feels molassesy. Heavy cream is here to hang out with me. How much heavy cream do I need? And I have to add the honey. There's that. 1/3 cup of water. Boom. Boom. Whisk. Just looks like a big, buttery, goodness, sugary thing. Goo. My gosh. I made the filling for the sticky buns. 1/4 cup of granulated sugar, 1/4 cup of light brown packed sugar, a cup of pecans, and like 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. We're gonna put some flour on this work surface, roll out our dough, and then you'll see. I have cleaned my work surface. I've disinfected it and wiped it with a brand new sponge because that commercial where the lady's like, oh, look at the bacteria that grows on your sponge really freaks me out. Flour your work surface, grab it all, dump it, start rolling it out into sort of a long rectangle shape. And we sprinkle the mixture we made evenly over it. Roll it all up. Then you just chop it up into sticky bun shapes. I have all my sticky buns in pans on top. I hope I did this right. You probably put the goo underneath, but whatever. And the last thing you do before you get to eat your delicious sticky buns is you take them out of the oven and you pour all the goo that's left in your pan on top of them, and then you share them with all your friends, and they'll all be like, oh my god, you're so good at baking. I'll be like, yeah, I spent forever making these.
Sticky buns, sticky, 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 sticky buns. Here they are, they're finished sticky buns. Aren't they pretty? Yes, they are done.